Well, hello there, everyone. How's everybody doing? I hope this Sunday is a great day for you. Uh, I am Grandpa from Coffee Time with Grandpa, and I would like to invite everybody to come view my channel. I have several videos already posted. I have been doing this for about 7 months now, and I'm growing slowly, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. It is just a wonderful day here in Nebraska. The weather has been actually quite mild in Nebraska. We have not really had any major snowstorms or very cold temperatures like the northern part of the United States and the East Coast is experiencing. And so we're getting ready for Christmas. I have my Yule tree up, as you can see. I have my coffee ready to go. I have my recommendation book for this week. And basically, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to review a lot of the videos that I have posted for the last week, my short videos I'm talking about. Uh, since the last time I've talked to you and visited you in your homes uh, through the art of YouTube videos, uh, I have come to realize that my channel is becoming very important in people's lives, and they're really listening to what I have to say about spirituality and paganism and why the world is the way it is today. I don't know if my hat is on crooked. Am I looking okay? Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of short videos I posted this week, and I just like to go through and review some of them so people are not massively confused about what I talk about, because I am a very spiritual channel. I talk about a lot of different subject matters that might be of interest to you. It's one of those things that has sparked my curiosity over my 73 years of life that I have lived and what I have experienced in the paranormal area, because I've experienced a lot. My background is very, very full of life. My background when I was living early in my youth, I was a very spiritual person ever since I can remember until about I can remember back to about 3 or 4 years old. My memories are still a little bit intact in that area. Of course, with old age, it starts fading a little bit. But I do remember certain points in my life that you might be interested in, because it has made me the man that I am today. I am a very spiritual oriented person. I am an empath. A lot of people, if you don't aren't familiar with these terms when it comes to spirituality, being an empath means basically that you're very, very sensitive to vibrations of the earth. You're very sensitive to other people's thought patterns. Other people, when a person comes into the room that you're in, you can pretty much read what if that is a good person or bad person, or if he's hiding something. I sense things more in because my life is between spiritual worlds, two dimension, our earthly dimension and our spirit dimension, and I'm sort of like right in the center, so I can pick up things from the spirit world as well as the things in the earthly realm, which I am presently in. Uh, Now, one of the subject matters that I posted a short video on was all this talk about Edgar Casey and reincarnation. Basically, what Edgar Casey he was a person that was a very sensitive child growing up, and his mother started noticing when he was a little child that he could read people too. He was an empath also, uh, but he developed his skills, his paranormal skills, growing up. And by the time he was an adult, he was doing what they called readings, mostly medical readings. A person wanted to know what was wrong with them. They had certain conditions. In Edgar Cayce, he would go and lie on a couch, and he would go into a deep trance and tell that person, do a reading for that person, telling them what's wrong with them. Uh, but to everyone's surprise, he recorded all of his sessions with these people that he did readings for. And to their surprise, it wasn't all about medical readings, what was wrong with their heart, or did they have arthritis, or did they have some kind of condition that he could recommend a healing for, so they could be healed. Uh, so he was kind of considered a prophet in the medical field, because he gave readings, and he was on all of his cases. He had a 90% um correctness on his readings. In other words, most of his readings were real, and they really helped people uh, to survive whatever disease they were going through at the time, or whatever medical condition they were going through. So he did readings, and then, lo and behold, he would go deeper in the readings, and he would find out that people have had past lives, and they would talk about those past lives. He would talk about them, and he would tell them what past lives they had, and where they needed to improve their life in order to progress in this spiritual journey that we are on this earthly plane. So he became pretty renowned back in the 20s and 30s, and um, of course, every time he did a reading, it would take a lot out of him. And by the time, he was in his 30s and 40s, he was not a very healthy man. So eventually, he did more readings and more readings, and it took more out of him and out of him, and eventually he couldn't do it anymore, and he passed away. And he's buried in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. His grave is in Hopkinsville. It's just a stone throws uh, down from Fort Campbell, Kentucky. If you go towards Hopkinsville, you can go ahead and see a sign that says where Edgar Cayce is buried, if you want to visit his grave. It's one of those things. I visited his grave, but I visited back in the 80s, and I was always very interested in the subject of reincarnation, because it's happened to me. Uh, I I've had deja vu several times. Um, Deja vu is another thing that a lot of people that have been reincarnated many lifetimes, they go into an area, or they visit an area where they know they've never been, but they know exactly where everything is at. Everything looks so familiar to them. A lot of times you will be in a grocery store, and you will uh, see somebody, and you don't know them, but deep down you knew that person in a past life. It happens a lot to people that have been reincarnated over and over again, and I am one of those people, because the combination of me being an empath, and having this inner spirituality, I can tap into those frequencies a lot easier than most normal people can. So I am definitely interested in that subject, always have been. Now, another video that I posted, besides Edgar Cayce and the reincarnation, is I posted one on where our planet is going. We're leaving the old world, and we're transitioning to the new world. But I often wondered, what is going on with our planet, because we are every 100 years or so we are losing species upon species of animals and plants that could have benefited us in the future. Our planet seems to be on a spiral to extinction. And this is what my short video will. Please go to my short videos and watch a lot of these videos that I do post, because I eventually will talk about them on my channel. Uh, I do believe the Earth is going through an extinction phase, because we've gone through it many, many times. It's not just the dinosaurs with the meteorites hitting the Earth and killing everything off. It's gone through many extinctions over the years to where we're at today. Uh, I hope everybody takes it seriously. If you're a pagan and you want Mother Earth to survive, just start doing the things you need to do in life. Start recycling, getting rid of plastics in your home. There's just so many different things you can do in your life that are very important. Filter your water that you drink, because most water on this planet is already polluted with chemicals that are man-made. So get into the habit at home of filtering your water, so you will have pure water going into your body, and that will help you out tremendously. Another video I posted was kind of an interesting subject for me, was pyramids. We have pyramids all over the world, and they have been forgotten. They've been buried in tons and tons of debris. Some pyramids have been covered with vegetation in the Amazon, but there are videos of pyramids in China, pyramids all over the world. It's just not the pyramids of Egypt, although the pyramids in Egypt get most of the fanfare these days, and most of the interest lies there. There are other pyramids. There are thousands and upon thousands of pyramids around the world, and a lot of them are still buried or covered up, because for some reason uh, the powers to be are not interested in exposing these pyramids to give us the truth of what really went on thousands upon thousands of decades ago, way before the Egyptian civilization came into being. We've had pyramids, and pyramids basically are not burial for the pharaohs. This is a misconception that a lot of people have had. It's still a debate that goes on, especially with the Pyramid of Khufu in Egypt. Everybody thinks it's a burial place for the pharaoh Khufu, and it's all a bunch of bullshit. These pyramids in Egypt are power plants. They have produced energy that our ancient visitors long ago needed. So they created a power grid like Tesla envisioned. Okay, but he was never given a chance to prove what the Egyptians were, because the Egyptians were way ahead of Tesla when it comes. I'm talking about the ancient Egypt. They used power, electricity, frequencies, and before the Egyptians were even thinking about it. In ancient times, the pyramids were already ancient in ancient times. They were a lot of people have scientists and a lot of geologists and a lot of people that study Egyptology have already stated that the pyramids are a lot older than we realize. And of course, the powers to be are always covering it up. There's always been a big debate about obelisks generating, because they're crystals, they're generating power and spreading the power all over the world. And that's why we have pyramids all over the world, and we have obelisks all over the world. Uh, and it's been hushed up. Uh, it's just an interesting subject, but always remember that we are being lied to by a lot of scientists, and a lot of archaeologists are lying to us and not giving us the truth. And my videos will expose that in future episodes. Uh, a lot of our subject matter that I want to talk about is the myths that we have today in religion and spirituality. We have a lot of myths, and myths are basically a, a blown up version or a blown up story, where to us in modern times it seems crazy to talk about, you know, horses that can fly, and all the myths that are around ancient Greece and all the different gods and stuff having certain powers and stuff. uh, it was just a way to explain the unexplainable. Things would happen on this planet that people could not explain, like lightning and thunder, and they made it into the god of Thor, like in the Celtic traditions and stuff. Myths are usually has a small kernel of truth to them, where mankind is exaggerated it to beyond beliefs. It's just one of those things in life that baffled people. But the more that archaeologists go back into history, the more technology they discover. So we are talking about lost civilizations that we don't know about anymore, that were completely wiped off the planet Earth. And we are just now discovering that the further back you go in time, we start discovering a few bits of pieces of the puzzle and putting it together. And that's one of those things I wanted to touch upon, a myth. Uh, I hope you all are having a good time preparing for Yule coming up, or your Christmas season coming up. Uh, Yule to pagans is very important. It's probably one of the better holidays that we have on the pagan calendar, because it's the celebration of light being extended and the warm weather coming back to go to spring. It's the coldest time of the year where we get the less light, and now we are springing forward and getting more light as each day goes on. So the pagans have made a celebration about it. And this celebration is with feasting and the giving of presents and bringing the Yule tree into your home and decorating it with whatever you have available. And just it's a joyous time to meet with family and to feast together, to have great dinners and great conversation, and to love and to be joyful. That's what paganism is all about to begin with. Another one of my short videos I posted a little bit this last past week that you need to check out is I talked a lot about Atlantis, the lost city of Atlantis. And I've always been interested in the story behind Atlantis, not just with Plato and what he described during Greek times, but other sources that pinpoint Atlantis. Of course, we have now not found Atlantis because it was completely destroyed, and there wasn't much proof that it ever existed. So we are just going on cultures and what different cultures around the world have in their mythology about Atlantis. And this is where I explore more about the lost city and how it relates to us in modern times. Uh, my channel, I posted another video. It's a short video, and it's about spiritual awakening, which is so important to everybody these days. It seems like we are on a high, moving up in frequency, and our interest in the spiritual things are becoming more and more important, because just by the facts alone about paganism growing, uh, people are just not satisfied with Christianity anymore. They want to know more. They want to know why we're here, where we're going. They want us to answer those questions of nature, why we are the way we are. But you have to remember, mankind is nature. We have come from nature. We have come from this planet. Uh, this planet has created us. So we are very much in tune with nature, and this is one of the reasons why paganism is growing so much. Uh, I hope I hope I've stimulated some interest in these different subject areas to where you will go watch my videos, because it's so important in life to try to understand the meaning of life, how to live a good and prosperous life, uh, how to live a simple life, how to live a joyous life, how to be loving and kind to everybody, uh, how to serve mankind instead of destroying mankind. We at this 2025 has been really a horrible year for people, and a lot of people have come to paganism this year because they want truth, they want honesty, and they want answers to why the world is the way it is and why we're struggling right now so much. Uh, I hope I I hope I have stimulated enough conversation in this video, because this is the purpose of my video, is to help everybody live a better life. I am Grandpa. This is Coffee Time with Grandpa. I post on Sunday mornings. Every Sunday morning, I post a long form like this one, which is usually 20, 25 minutes long, depending on how much gabbing I do. And now I have a recommendation here, and this one is the book that I recommend this year. It's called Meditation for Beginners, Techniques for Awareness, Mindfulness, and Relaxation. Stephanie Clement, uh, she's a PhD. She wrote this book, and it's really has some helpful guides. If you're struggling at all with meditating and trying to meditate more to become more spiritual, this is the book for your collection. Please check this book out, because you can get it at your local library. You can order it online. Just put in Meditation for Beginners from Stephanie Clement, PhD, and she will come up, and you will be able to either purchase it or listen to it on Amazon. It's a great read, and it will help you discover the true meaning behind meditation and why you need it in your life. Uh, I'm going to close now, sending blessings to everybody out there. Uh, uh, go to my web, where it has click on the button there for subscription. It's free. Leave a comment. Go ahead and subscribe. Share my channel with your friends, because it helps this old man out, and I can grow my channel more with the algorithm. I appreciate every one of you that have subscribed, and I hope and pray for your family, sending love and blessings. Guess what? It's that time of that month, that time of the day, that time of the hour. That time is right now, that I'm wishing everybody love and prosperity. Blessed be, and see you next Sunday. Bye bye.